It is arguable that the hat the Eldred North legislator wears here is synonymous with his personal political brand. That said, can you tell the difference between what he's wearing and these ones? Victor Mwitiki is the general manager of OneWay, the firm that holds the intellectual property rights to this design, a design which someone was more than willing to knock off in order to make a quick buck.
For those people who are also counterfeiting, you are not doing justice to us. We spend a lot of money, we did spend a lot of money. We took the risk of designing this cup in 2004. And I find it very unfair, and I'm so bitter in my heart today because somebody is trying to cash in where he's not supposed to.
Victor, however, is arguably one of the lucky ones. The Anti-Counterfeit agency stepped in pretty quickly and resolved his problem. To do its job properly, however, as expected by the Anti-Counterfeit Act of 2008, the Anti-Counterfeit agency needs about 100 inspectors on its payroll. Right now, it only has 12. Figuring out where and how to deploy these meager resources is a job of this man, Johnson Adera.
These counterfeiters take chances. The procedures and the procedures put in place at Jomo Kenyatta are more stringent. More inspections, more personnel, so you are likely to get caught. The same would not apply if you are coming through Eldoret Airport.
With meager resources to agencies on the front line, Kenya's borders are a bit like a sieve, open to the entry of counterfeit goods from China and even Somalia. The policy response, however, has been slow, disjointed and haphazard.
The collective resources within Kenya for protection of intellectual property rights is probably sufficient. It's just that it is spread in many agencies.
We're spread out too thin.
Yeah, we are spread. I mean, we love creating new institutions. Look at us with the Constitution. We're sort of creating a commission for everything, and which is, doing things that is quite similar to what a Department of Government is doing. And yet they all have to be funded. So, of course, nobody can have enough.
In 2005, the Chinese and Kenyan governments signed a memorandum of understanding to cut the influx of substandard and counterfeit goods into Kenya. That deal, however, only came into effect 7 years later when the Standards Bureau here signed a contract with the China Certification and Inspections Group in February 2012 to test goods headed for the Kenyan market to establish if they are genuine or not before they're shipped. At the moment, the government's focus, as far as policy is concerned, is on tax reform and implementing the Constitution. A full-scale overhaul of laws dealing with counterfeit goods and the protection of intellectual property rights is something neither this government nor any of the prospective incoming ones have unveiled plans to do. And that includes the man who made this hat a household brand. And so, the status quo remains in place. Billions in revenues and taxes that may create and maintain jobs for you keep being thrown down the drain.